Recently, on September 11th, news broke the renowned mainland Chinese actor Yu Menglong had fallen to his death from his Beijing residence. The incident caused a stir in China. Although a month has passed, the event continues to escalate, becoming increasingly bizarre. This incident has also garnered international attention, with major media outlets such as the US publication Foreign Policy, the UK's BBC, Singapore's Straits Times, and Taiwan's Central News Agency all reporting on the incident. Netizens overseas launched a global petition pointing out that Yu Menglong's death appears to have been a brutal act and calling for a comprehensive, independent, and transparent investigation. As of the evening of October 11th, Beijing time, over 280,000 people have signed their names. Today, we'll walk you through this case. First, let's explain the events and background of the incident. Yu Menglong is a Chinese singer and actor who played a prominent supporting role in the hit TV series Eternal Love. Around 6 a.m. on September 11th, a person was found dead downstairs of Building 18 in the Sunshine Upper East residential community in Beijing. Police immediately announced that the deceased was a 37-year-old renowned actor Yu Menglong and that it was a suicide. They ruled out criminal suspicion and quickly closed the case without any investigation, autopsy report, or DNA analysis. Even more suspicious, Yu Menglong's body was quickly cremated. The police's actions immediately aroused public suspicion, as residents reported hearing cries and screams on the evening of September 10th. The screen on the 5th floor window where Yu fell was broken, with irregular cracks and visible scratches. Witnesses reported that someone at the scene had covered Yu's body with clothing before the police arrived. Standard procedures such as collecting evidence, securing wires, and taking photos were not followed, and the scene was quickly cleared and the body removed. Furthermore, the building's surveillance system malfunctioned on the day of the incident, making it impossible to retrieve the footage. The police's actions were unacceptable to Yu Menglong's 27 million followers, prompting them to launch a large-scale search that quickly yielded results. Yu Menglong had attended a party with 17 people before the incident. Those attending included screenwriter Ji Guangguang, director Shin Qi, directors Chen Qingsong and Fang Li, actors Gao Taiyu and Song Yi-ren, as well as his agent and assistant. Let's listen to Wen Zhao, host of the program Wen Zhao's Thoughts Flying, explain this incident.
Ever
since Beijing police announced that Yu Menglong's fall was an accident and not homicide, the case was effectively closed, and all investigations ceased. Unable to obtain any information from the police, netizens resorted to becoming detectives, conducting an extensive cyber manhunt for evidence. Soon, an insider tip leaked. It stated that Yu Menglong had long been targeted by a gay tycoon, but Yu Menglong had a bottom line and preferred to be blacklisted. The tycoon then had his men set up a scheme to trick Yu into attending the party. After the tip was revealed, netizens immediately dug up a list of suspected participants. The first names revealed were Chen Qingsong, Ji Guangguang, Gao Taiyu, and 3 others. These names may be unfamiliar to the general public, but they are pretty influential in the entertainment industry. Chen Qingsong is a director, Ji Guangguang is a writer who transitioned into screenwriting, and Gao Taiyu is an actor. Chen Qingsong and Ji Guangguang are in an almost openly gay relationship. Cheng also brazenly harasses young men online, while Ji is a Rolex enthusiast who frequently posts photos of his newly purchased Rolex on WeChat Moments. Coincidentally, the place where Yu Menglong fell from the building is the home of screenwriter Ji Guangguang. A resident even captured footage of 2 people suspected to be Chen Qingsong and Ji Guangguang at the scene when the police arrived. Since the incident, all posts on social media questioning Yu Menglong's death have been swiftly deleted and comments blocked. So, who in China has the authority to mobilize such massive power to do all this? And why is it so necessary to suppress the suicide of an ordinary celebrity? The directors and children of officials who attended Yu Menglong's party were all prominent figures, a fact that netizens wouldn't have known until they looked into it, and they were shocked. First, the occupant of room 601, building 18, where Yu Menglong fell, was none other than Ji Guangguang. When Yu Menglong was found, 2 green Rolex watches were found in his pocket, also owned by Ji. Ji Guangguang is the grandson of the late former Chinese premier Li Peng. His father is Li Peng's second son, Li Xiaoyong, and his mother is Ye Xiaoyan, the granddaughter of Yi Ting, the founder of the Chinese People's Liberation Army. Ji Guangguang is a true descendant of an official. Another mysterious figure, director Shin Qi, is the illegitimate son of Politburo Standing Committee member Tsai Chi and currently runs a well-known media company. The most bizarre thing is that before Yu Menglong's death, there was a lot of information online about Shin Qi directing and producing the film. However, after the incident, all the information about Shin Qi disappeared online. What information was previously available has now been almost completely deleted. Let's take a look at the video below. The host Wen Zhao makes it very clear that there is only one person in China who can mobilize all the resources of the public security, radio, television industry, and information technology, and the internet system to carry out a complete ban. Xi Jinping, the CCP leader, also the head of the Central Cyberspace Affairs Commission. Since Yu Menglong's death, any claim suggesting he committed suicide or was assaulted has been deleted. Whether on social platforms like Xiaohongshu, Douyin, and Weibo, or on websites and forums, all messages are screened and deleted using a unified standard. This is a comprehensive, platform-wide information control. The only information that remains is that Yu Menglong accidentally fell from a building while drunk, or that he attempted suicide. In the early morning of September 20th, the comment section of the China National Radio Douyin account opened, and tens of thousands of netizens flocked in. By 4 a.m., 45,000 comments had been posted, all demanding an investigation into the Yu Menglong fall. Furthermore, the Beijing Culture and Tourism Weibo and Douyin accounts affiliated with the Beijing Municipal Bureau of Culture and Tourism accumulated as many as 680,000 comments. The comment section of the China Court's website was flooded with 230,000 messages, all demanding a thorough investigation into Yu's death. This tower-storming spectacle is a rare sight in Chinese internet history, clearly demonstrating the public's will. However, all the messages were deleted. This kind of comprehensive, platform-wide information control can only be achieved in one way. It comes from the highest echelons of public opinion management, which alone can mobilize the full resources of public security, radio, television industry, and information technology, and the internet sector to launch a comprehensive blockade. The supreme authority is the CAC, Central Cyberspace Affairs Commission. The CAC office we commonly refer to as the Commission's office, its permanent administrative body. Political Bureau Standing Committee member Tsai Chi is responsible for areas including propaganda and ideology and cybersecurity. He is the deputy head of the CAC, which head is Xi Jinping. Furthermore, as the incident unfolded, more details gradually surfaced. Yu Menglong's agency Tianyu Media had signed many entertainers from talent shows, but as many as 9 of them died or went missing due to unnatural causes. These cases also show striking similarities in the official CCP conclusions. Almost without exception, they were attributed to depression or accidents. Many netizens have questioned whether Yu Menglong's death was also related to his agency. A blogger from Truth Media uploaded a video detailing the names and dates of death of these 9 entertainers. According to sources who have long tracked the entertainment industry, Tianyu Media, the company to which Yu Menglong belongs, is considered a hotbed of death. In just 10 years, at least 9 young artists of the company have died mysteriously and tragically. Official announcements have all attributed the deaths to depression or accidents. Notably, Song Yi-ren has been mentioned in rumors related to Yu Menglong and was also a former Tianyu entertainer. First, in 2006, Tan Pei-she, also known by her stage name Tao Ze, died in a bizarre car accident. Very little information is available about her. In 2011, in Beijing, actor Shang Yubo committed suicide by jumping from a building due to depression. On June 19, 2015, host Bian Ce passed away. Beijing police reported that he was involved in a case involving a drug trafficking ring. A man who was suspected of drug use fell to his death in a residential community in Chaoyang North Road. Methamphetamine and drug paraphernalia were found at the scene. Drug traces were found in Bian Ce's blood, but there were numerous inconsistencies in this case, and his mother has publicly questioned the facts. On September 16, 2016, actor Chao Ren Liang died of depression. He had suffered mental and abuse at his company. The Shanghai police investigation concluded the death was suicide, ruling out any criminal activity. On December 24, 2016, singer Ben Shi died, just 3 days after her father. Multiple media outlets and verified accounts have suggested that Ben Shi may have suffered from depression. Still, officials continue to claim she died accidentally due to alcohol consumption and a slip. On October 16, 2017, actress Ren Zhao fell to her death from the Suzhou Hotel, lying naked in the bushes. Police investigations determined the deaths to be accidents caused by alcohol consumption and ruled out homicide. On May 1, 2019, actress Liv Jai Rong posted a photo of her bloody hand on Weibo, exposing the dark side of the entertainment industry. She wrote, "If I were gone tomorrow, I would like Chow Ren Long. You guys are no different from animals." She also mentioned producer Zhu Hao and warned him, "Stop pretending, it's too despicable." Liv Jai Rong has since mysteriously disappeared. While official assessments of these deaths have been that they were caused by depression or accidents, they are fraught with doubts, revealing a brutal pattern of near total control over their artists. Tianyu Media has an extremely powerful backing, including Alibaba, China Mobile, and several major banks. According to multiple sources, this shadowy company has extremely strict unspoken rules, forcing artists to withstand immense pressure or face a dire fate. Yu Menglong was once banned and endured immense pressure. There are reports that he may have been subjected to psychological and physical torture due to his knowledge of shocking secrets, such as involvement in money laundering and illegal activities in the national entertainment industry. This incident sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry and the public, revealing the dark underbelly of the entertainment industry beneath its glamorous surface. As time passes, the truth behind Yu Menglong's case deepens. Chinese netizens have discovered that Yu Menglong owns 45 companies, all of which are currently deregistered. Many of these companies' business scope falls under Class 13 of the International Classification System, arms and fireworks. Let's listen to the analysis of Jiang Feng, host of the American Political Commentary channel. When entering his name into a publicly available business information search tool, this sense of disconnection instantly turned into a turbulent sea. The results revealed that this young man, who even lived so frugally, was affiliated with a dense network of 45 companies. These 45 companies, like 45 ghosts, haunted his life. Most of them were empty shells with no paid-in capital, and they were quickly deregistered before his misfortune. An actor struggling to make ends meet and a hidden tycoon with 45 companies under his name. These two contrasting identities point to an ancient and murky profession. White gloves. Yu Menglong was just the owner of a dummy account, which was used to transfer and hide vast sums of wealth. As netizens hammered deeper, they heard no longer the echo of flowing money, but the sound of the armory's iron door opening. A most surprising detail emerged from the trademark registrations of these companies. Several of them were classified under Class 13 of the International Classification, arms and fireworks. A group of star-chasing fans, a group of gossiping netizens, you'd think they were simply seeking justice for their idol, hoping Yu Menglong's death wouldn't be so unjust. Yet, amidst the dust of the digital world, they unexpectedly stumbled upon a blueprint of the armory. With this, the nature of the world was fundamentally shifted. To put it bluntly, this is no longer just the dirty waters of the entertainment industry, it's a national criminal abyss. There is no longer financial money laundering, it's most likely a shady operation involving the highest echelons of the arms trade. Just think about it, for a young actor like Yu Menglong, with a clean record and a handsome appearance, what a perfect disguise. Setting up a company in his name, using his acting contracts to conduct transactions. Who could have imagined that the funds circulating could be used to purchase artillery shells and missiles? This also instantly makes everyone understand why the official stability maintenance apparatus is so hysterical, because this fire has reached a forbidden zone that they absolutely cannot touch. Faced with the overwhelming public outcry demanding a thorough investigation into the Yu Menglong case on September 21st, the Beijing Municipal Public Security Bureau issued a final notice. The cause of death of actor Yu Menglong was determined to be accidental fall from a building while intoxicated, ruling out any criminal charges. The notice stated that the Public Security Authority's investigation was completed through on-site inspections, forensic examinations, interviews, and the retrieval of video surveillance, and directly announced that the family had no objections. The police did not explain where they conducted the investigation and sampling, how the on-site inspection was completed, what the forensic examination results were, what surveillance footage was used as evidence, what the scene looked like, who was present at Yu's final gathering, what happened, or who recorded the confession. None of the questions previously raised by netizens have been answered. Despite 20 billion hits and fervent calls for a thorough investigation, the Chinese public has seen no results. A huge force is manipulating this. In desperation, people are turning to the spirit world, hoping that Yu Menglong's spirit can reveal the truth. On September 29th, Yu Menglong's mentor, veteran Taiwanese artist Sun Di-rong, personally visited a Bodhisattva temple in Xinzhuang, Taipei, Taiwan, to hold a memorial ceremony for Yu Menglong and a truth-tracking meeting. He revealed that Yu Menglong appeared in his dreams for 5 hours, tearfully recounting his tragic and helpless death under duress. He also stated that Yu Menglong's only concern was whether his mother would survive. Let's hear Sun's words. It seems that there are many obstacles in this world, preventing many facts from being revealed and leaving us with countless mysteries. So today we are here to report Bodhisattva about this horrific event that has occurred in the human world. Such a wonderful artist who I always described as a kind and beautiful little angel died in such an unclear manner. Let me show you how Yu Menglong used to call me. Thank you, Dad. It's okay. I'll be fine in a few days. Why am I stepping forward to help him in Taiwan today? You can hear him calling me Dad. Because of that word, I will not hesitate to help him complete every task he has, so that he can go to heaven to be a little angel, free from worries and concerns. Yu Menglong was one of the 8 trainees I selected from school. At that time, he and Zhang Chao competed in Superboy. He entered the entertainment industry. I even wondered if I hadn't chosen him, would he still be living happily in this world? I'm filled with self-blame. As you all know, since I was diagnosed with bladder cancer, I haven't been able to sleep more than 2.5 hours. He actually let me sleep for 5 hours, yet I can still remember everything he told me clearly and distinctly. After his passing, I can only say that he lived a very innocent and upright life. He called me Dad, and Dad fulfilled all the duties of the deceased, especially if, as some people say, he was beaten to death and then abandoned. I should have collected his soul and allowed him to rest in peace in the Western paradise. On September 30th, a Taiwanese psychic from the YouTube channel 204 Files used EVP to contact Yu Menglong's spirit. EVP is a scientific method for capturing the whispers of the dead through electronic devices. During this paranormal investigation experiment, researchers use white noise interference to record the voices of deceased individuals. This means that EVP can capture sounds from another dimension of 3-dimensional space-time. Below is a video of the conversation between the psychic and Yu Menglong. Check it out. Yu Menglong, is there a way to connect with me? If so, can you tell me where you were born? In Urumqi, Xinjiang. Do you remember the date and month of your birth? June 15th, 10:55 a.m. Is Song Yi Ren close to you? Is she one of your murderers? Yes. What do you want to say to those who murdered you? Why did you guys plot to kill me? Do you have anything to say to your fans? You have over 20 million followers. Light a lamp. So far, all the revelations about Yu Menglong's death have been shocking, right? But even more shocking is yet to come. A Chinese fortune teller, Ma Xian, has discovered that the rumored method of Yu Menglong's death bears a strong resemblance to ancient sorcery. He suspects that Yu Menglong had been targeted and sacrificed to Chinese Communist Party leader Xi Jinping during his zodiac year, extending his lifespan to 150. Li Dayu, host of the China Focus with Dayu program, shares another blogger, Ma Xian's analysis. Let's take a look. Xi Jinping strongly believes in the supernatural. In fact, he's not the only one. Top CCP leaders believe in it too. But they can't find any decent people to learn from. The ancient Chinese emperors followed the righteous path, cultivating their character to achieve the goal of changing their fortunes or even their fates. The CCP leaders don't know this, and they're opportunistic, satisfying their own desires while always seeking out those who practice sorcery to improve their luck. So, Xi Jinping and other high-ranking CCP officials frequently visit temples in China, even visiting the Tibetan plateau. I wonder what they're looking for. Why do they seek out people for sacrifices? It's what I just said about extending their luck or even their lives. For a long time, fortune tellers have noted that Xi Jinping's fate seems to be almost over, but now he is still holding on. It's quite bizarre. I wonder where he found the magic elixir. Now, I know it's not a magic elixir he has found, but rather a sorcery technique using living people to prolong his fortune. This is likely not the first time. The basic principle of this prolongation is that, for example, when Xi Jinping's fate is about to end, Xi must find someone whose 4 pillars of destiny match his to take his place, and the ritual must involve blood. So why choose an artist? Because some divination techniques view artists as a blend, a man with a little bit of a woman's appearance or vice versa, and the artist just happens to fit the bill. Then such an individual is sought years in advance, and after being chosen, they are kept alive during the long process leading up to the ritual.
好像是被叫做养尸啊。
Some viewers may question this, calling it too conspiratorial or unbelievable. However, if you listen further to Li Dayu's analysis, you might find some of these things seem incredibly coincidental. First, Yu Menglong was born on June 15, 1988, while Xi Jinping's birthday is June 15, 1953. They share the same birthday. Yu Menglong was chosen and kept in custody until recently. Why? Because performing this kind of sorcery requires certain conditions. First, it must occur during the zodiac year of the person being sacrificed. For example, Xi Jinping was born in the year of the snake, and 2025 is Xi's zodiac year, so the ritual must take place during this year. Second, before the ritual, there must be the sound of flags and drums. This means waving flags in a large open space or on a stage, creating a loud noise. A grand military parade was held in China on September 3rd. Third, there must also be a blood moon. September 7th and 8th happen to be blood moons. Fourth, there had to be wind, clouds, and lightning. Around midnight on September 10th, the night Yu Menglong was murdered, thunder and lightning appeared in the Beijing sky. The action was taken on the evening of September 10th after the military parade on September 3rd. Yu Menglong's body was discovered on the morning of September 11th. Yu Menglong's murder must have taken place between the evening of September 10th and September 11th. Why September 10th? Because it coincided with the 7th day of the commemoration. This means that this sorcery must be performed within 7 days from the parade to the appearance of the blood moon. If this is the case, Yu Menglong was in their hands at least on the day of the parade on September 3rd, completely deprived of his freedom until his death. An even more coincidental point is that the human sacrifice was followed by a 49-day commemoration. Therefore, 49 days after Yu Menglong's death on September 11th will be October 20th. So what major event took place in Beijing on October 20th? The 4th plenary session of the 20th CPC National Congress. Xi Jinping expressed his hope for good health and a second term in office. The claim that Yu Menglong was sacrificed reminds people of another, even more coincidental incident. On September 12, 2016, Chao Renliang, a well-known actor, was also signed to the same company as Yu Menglong. Tianyu Media suddenly committed suicide by jumping from a building. At the time, the police also concluded that the case was a suicide due to depression. Chao Renliang's birthday was October 15, 1987, while Xi Jinping's father, Xi Zhangshun, was born on October 15, 1913, the same birthday. Rumors circulating in the community suggest that Xi Jinping's father committed misdeeds during his lifetime, accumulating immense karmic debt. This calamity must now be borne by his son, Xi Jinping. Consequently, the deceased Chao Renliang has become the scapegoat, sacrificing himself to avert disaster for Xi Jinping.